Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Hey, yo. Nixon 5. Nixon 5. Nixon 5. This is recorded on Thursday. I'm sorry, it's recorded on the Wednesday. Hopefully tonight we won. And when this video comes out, we in the Eastern Conference Finals. All right, let's go. Another ready? Wrestling Jeopardy. It's that time of the month. Okay. Woo! I don't remember how I did last time.
What's going on, everyone? For WrestleTrivia,
he be trying to outdress me. Look at this. I got the new day. I know this thing clean. This one they had a bunch of championships. They was like 8-time champions, but they had like 12 now, so it's crazy.
Your host, Kevin J. Callis.
Yeah.
And you're watching episode 56 of Wrestling Jeopardy, the
56
interactive game show where you're the contestant.
I cannot wait.
And as always, please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Now let's go to the board and check out the categories that you'll be quizzed on. Starting with a visual category,
oh God, I'm nervous.
That masked luchador.
I think Penta was on the
followed by wrestling terminology.
Was on the thumbnail, so
our third category will be geography. That'll be based on wrestlers' hometowns. Our fourth category, double Ks, and no, I'm not a possible answer. And our fifth and final category, as voted on by the members of this channel. And if you want to vote in these weekly polls, make sure you click on the join button below. And the choices this week were John Cena trivia.
Oh, that better have won.
Hulk Hogan trivia.
That better have lost.
And Stone Cold Steve Austin trivia. And the winner this week looks like the Hulkster got shut out, brother.
Let's get it.
But the final category will be Stone Cold Steve Austin trivia. Oh, hell yeah. And that sound means it's time for the job around. It's time to play the game. Look at the adjective, play. Thanks for the t-shirt, Gideon Vane. Here comes the first clue on the board. Name this masked luchador.
Hello. His name is Penta.
This Mexican-born superstar
Pentagon Jr.
embodies cero
He got mad
miedo every time he steps inside that squared circle. Who is Penta? Here comes wrestling terminology.
Quick fun fact. When I got the AEW game, you know, the one that's kind of trash, I didn't watch AEW at the time when I had the game. I watch it now. I didn't know who Penta was. And I was like, man, why he look like this? So the first person I actually fought was Penta.
The opposite of a babyface, this is what wrestling villains are called.
Heels. That's easy. This is easy so far. That's why it's the job around.
Unless you're like Kerry Von Erich, you have two of them on either foot. What are heels?
How about a little heel turn?
That's crazy. That's
We're
crazy.
On to geography for the first time.
Whoa.
This one-of-a-kind high flyer is from Battle Creek, Michigan.
Rob Van Dam. Yo, that foot leg was crazy.
Who is RVD?
That foot joke was crazy.
Rob Van Dam.
It ain't
On to double Ks now for 200.
Right.
This dreadlock dynamo
Kofi
left
Kingston
into WWE in 2008 and is now one of their longest tenured superstars.
My dog. Kofi on the shirt. Kofi Kingston. That's the first wrestler I ever met, bro.
I don't know about you, but I just can't boo this guy, even after what he did to Big E. Who is Kofi Kingston?
Can't boo him either.
And let's finish up the job around with some Stone Cold trivia. At WrestleMania 18, Austin practically stunned this NWO member into orbit.
Who is Razor Ramon Scott Hall?
Still one of the smoothest WrestleMania moments and cleanest sells of a Stone Cold Stunner ever. Who was the late, great Scott Hall?
He flew back was hilarious. R.I.P. Steve Mongo McMichaels. I had his action figure.
Let's move on now to the 400-point round as we begin to slightly increase the difficulty. Name this masked luchador.
Rey Mysterio. Sin Cara. Dang, if we're this far, Rey Mysterio probably not going to be one of them.
You could easily write a book trying to explain away the confusing history behind this WWE character who was Sin Cara.
That's the original Sin Cara, too, because he doesn't have the tattoo.
On to wrestling terminology for 4. This color is used to describe a wrestler who is inexperienced.
What is my favorite color? Green. I'm killing it so far, bro. Let me not say that, because every time I say that, I jinx
Jim
myself.
Cornette refer to some rookie as being greener than goose shit.
Whoa.
The correct answer, what is green?
Language.
On to geography for the second time. This anti-diva was billed from Norwich, England.
Is it Paige? Did I jinx myself? Is it Paige? If he didn't say anti-diva, I would have
Who
no
is
clue.
Paige? And we'd also accept who is Saraya. Let's move on to the fourth clue of the 400-point round. This ECW diva gained instant popularity, being a part of the risque dance group Extreme Expose,
Kelly.
much to the chagrin of then-boyfriend Mike Knox.
Kelly. It's crazy because I was thinking of like old school divas, so I'm like Francine, Dawn Marie. I'm like, they don't start with K.
Who is Kelly Kelly?
He gave a lot of hints.
And let's finish up the 400-point round by having you answer some more Stone Cold trivia. Stone Cold made his iconic Austin 316 speech after defeating this wrestler at the 1996 King of the Ring.
I have a book bag of his somewhere. Jake the Snake Roberts. I think it's over.
Talk about your songs.
I have a bunch of action figures in there.
Talk about your John 316.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
It's a string
which
bag.
was all in reference to the born-again, Bible-thumping version of Jake the Snake Roberts.
What?
All right,
Big
10 questions
Jake.
down, 15 to go, plus the Daily Double and Final Jeopardy.
killing it right
we
now.
begin the 600-point round with another visual clue named this, Masked Luchador.
El Grande Americano. I may put him in the quiz.
He's an icon. He's a trailblazer. He's one of the greatest luchadors of all time. Who is El Grande,
Americano.
Here
Have
comes
a match
another
versus match
clue
match.
featuring more terms you need to understand if
At the
you're
Worlds
ever
Collide,
going to
that
talk
was crazy.
pro wrestling intelligently for 600. A wrestler who has a problem with his or her coworkers is typically referred to as having this.
Is it Heat? Wait, hold on. Pause it. Let me read the question. A wrestler who has a problem with his or her coworker is to revert to having. It's not beef, right? It's heat.
Sometimes it's good with the fans, but not so much
is heat,
backstage. What is heat?
I think I'm good on.
Here comes your third
terminology.
clue
Like, I know
from
my wrestling
geography.
terms, for
This
sure.
former world champion is from Davenport,
Iowa. Seth Rollins, right? Please don't sell
Of
me.
all the freaking random places in the United States, apologies to those of you who live in the Hawkeye State.
Yeah, it is Seth
Who is
Rollins.
Seth Rollins?
If I'm not mistaken, when you order from WWESHOP, it'd be coming out of Davenport.
To more
And I'd be like, oh, that's
as
where
we
Seth
pass the
Rollins is
halfway
from.
point
That's
of the
literally
game.
how I remembered.
A master of catch wrestling, this WWE superstar boasts an array of devastating suplexes, including his Doomsday Saito.
Whoa. Okay, I almost said Kenny King because I think this is the KK, but he's never been in WWE. A master of catch wrestling, this WWE superstar boasts an array of devastating suplexes, including. Is this the KK round? Oh no. My streak's over. I don't know who this is. Who does the Doomsday Saito? I'll be honest. I don't even know that. I can't remember what that is right now. Dang it! Think of K wrestlers. All I can think is Kenny King. Ken Anderson? No. Carl Anderson? No. Ken Kennedy! Ken Kennedy! Yes, it's Ken Kennedy. That's the Doomsday, the move where he does it off the top rope and he flips over, right? No, he's a catch wrestler.
Would somebody please push this guy who is carrying Cross?
I'm tripping.
My ass.
I can't believe this.
You want to?
Man, I'm not a carrying Cross guy.
Yes.
Let's move on to the final clue of round number 3. A little more than a year after making his professional
Ken Kennedy.
debut,
I'm tripping.
stunning Steve Austin found instant success defeating beautiful Bobby Eaton for this WCW championship.
TV title?
And it happened in June of 1991. Such a beautiful looking classic title belt. What was the WCW television title? And
The
we're
TV
back
title was
to more
equivalent to their
luchadors for 800.
IC title,
Name
right?
this masked luchador.
I'm nervous. We're deep now. Oh, Santos Escobar.
Shortly after his debut in NXT
took
in
that off quick.
2020, Santos Santos Escobar
He had a
won
different
the
name.
cruiserweight
What was his
title
name?
under the guise of his former persona,
Right.
El Hijo del Fantasma.
Dang, I forgot. That
Here
was
comes
that's
wrestling
it's not really a
terminology for
throwback,
the
but,
fourth
yo,
time.
I forgot all about that.
This three-word phrase means that anything and everything is legal.
No DQ. No holds barred.
It's also the name of a cult classic starring the Hulkster.
Yeah, no holds barred. Okay.
What is No Holds Barred?
Okay.
Let's take another road trip with geography for 800.
So far I got, what, one
this
wrong, I think?
patriotic superstar
Can it
once
carry across?
resided in Glens Falls, New York.
New York. Imagine being from New York and don't know who this is. Patriotic. He's patriotic. That's a clue. He's American. Duh. I didn't mean it like that. Glens Falls, New York. Is Jack Swagger not from New York? Lex Luger? I'm trying to think of people who are American type of stuff. I don't know. I have no clue.
And this WWE
Swagger,
Hall of
I guess.
Famer proudly
Nope, it's not.
calls Glen Falls his hometown.
Oh, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Who is Hacksaw Jim Duggan?
See, that's before
From
my
one
time.
double K to another,
I don't remember
here comes
Hacksaw
the fourth
coming out to the
clue
ring.
of the fourth round. This former ECW television champion and his tag partner Jamie Noble were collectively known as the Pitbulls.
Out of all the JB Noble's partners, you could have went to the Young Dragons and I would have had a better chance. You went to ECW. ECW television champion. That'll help at all. I have no clue of the ECW title history. The Pitbull. I didn't even know Jamie Noble was in ECW. Oh no! He's a former tag team partner of Jamie Noble, but they weren't in. Oh! Is it Kid Cash? Kid Cash. I'm sorry. I'm probably not
Who
supposed
is
to
Kid
pause,
Cash?
but I did. Kid Cash.
And we're on to Stone Cold
pulled
Trivia
it off,
for
bro.
800.
Daily Double.
Oh, hell yeah. It's the Daily Double. Stone Cold Steve Austin is the category. Place your wager now.
I gotta play it safe because I wagered all at the end, so I'm gonna wage
All right,
like
time's
$2.
up.
Right
Here's
here.
this episode's Daily
2
Double
points.
clue. Stone Cold's defiant attitude led the Texas Rattlesnake to capture the WWE World Heavyweight Championship this many times.
Bro. From 97 to 2001, they were switching titles every single week. I really gotta think about it. I want to say 6 or 7. I know he had less than The Rock. I think The Rock was I think The Rock got to like 9. It's actually not as much as you would think, like, because it was a short window. I want to say 7, but I want to say 6. It's 6 or 7. I'm gonna go 7. I'm gonna go 6. But Stone Cold being
Now,
a 6-time
Austin
champion
won the
sounds
belt
crazy.
3 times at the Showcase of the Immortals, WrestleMania 14, 15, and 17. Plus, he would win the title on 3 different episodes of Monday Night Raw. The
6!
correct
I told
answer,
y'all.
What is 6?
It's just crazy to know that he's only won the title 6 times. I hope y'all can hear me, by the way. But yeah, so far,
And we've
wrong.
reached the most difficult round in Wrestling Jeopardy. It's the main event. If you think you're a
Two
diehard
wrong,
wrestling
two wrong.
aficionado,
I got
these
Hacksaw
5
wrong, too.
questions are guaranteed to put your knowledge to the test.
Hell yeah!
I'm nervous.
All right, let's begin our countdown to Final Jeopardy with this final 1,000-point clue. Name this masked luchador.
I don't know, bro.
Rocking probably one of the most stylish luchador masks of all time, who is Super Calo. And we're on to the final clue from
guy-
wrestling
he got shades
terminology.
on.
What a chaotic brawl is called between a crowd of wrestlers, usually to close out a show, and leave it as a cliffhanger for the next episode or pay-per-view.
Whoa, what? What a chaotic brawl is called? Oh my god, I have no clue. I'm about to learn something. I didn't know there was a name for this. It's not asking like what the pay-per-view, because usually this happens like the Royal Rumble. I didn't know there was a name for it. Chaos. Brawl for all. Dang, I don't know. I'm intrigued. What is it?
What is a schmaz? On to
I
geography
never
for
knew
the
that.
final
Okay.
time. This tag team competitor began his NXT career as being billed from Angel Grove, California.
This tag team competitor just started his... Oh my god. Angel Grove from NXT. Angel Grove, California. I don't know. I'm selling in the last round. I can't even think of anybody. Who is
Now,
it?
if Angel Grove sounds familiar,
It don't.
that's because not only was it a fictional city in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers universe, but also the quote-unquote hometown for 1990s pop culture fanboy Xavier Woods.
That's my dog. I didn't know that.
All right, let's move on. Here
I
comes
didn't know
Double
he started
K's
off
for the
from
final
California.
time. Most old school
That was
fans
a trick
remember when
question.
this wrestler broke Andre the Giant's ankle in May of 1981.
I didn't even know Andre broke his ankle. I have no clue.
This intense feud culminated in their infamous Mongolian stretcher match. Who was Killer Khan?
Killer Khan. Okay.
One clue remains before we
I
head
got
on to
killed in the
Final
main
Jeopardy,
event.
and that's
Dang,
the
I'm a
bottom
B-plus player.
line. So here's the last clue from Stone Cold Trivia. After watching the movie Pulp Fiction, Austin credits this actor as the inspiration behind buzz cutting his hair.
John Travolta.
Recalling the story on his podcast, the short buzz lasted a few
said John
months
Travolta.
before he
I
would
meant
shave
Bruce
it all
Willis,
off,
bro.
thanks to actor Bruce Willis.
Well, bring out the gimp.
Where do you think you're going? It's Final Jeopardy time, and the
I had the
category
right faces
is
and the wrong name in my head.
Wildest Weapons.
Don't tell nobody I just sold right there. Wildest weapon. I'm winning it all.
All right,
I got a
time
lot
is
of
up.
points.
I hope you bet it all because it's just fake pretend money anyways.
Facts.
Chris Jericho and Dean Ambrose's 2016 rivalry culminated in an asylum match at Extreme Rules, which had a variety of weapons hanging above the ring, including a potted plant affectionately known by this name. Was it A, Johnny, B, Mikey,
Mitch
C,
the Plant.
Mitch, or D, Nikki?
I got
Good
it.
luck.
I still have Mitch to play it. WWE Mitch to play. I ain't never grown these seeds. It's Mitch to play it.
And props to you if you recognize all four of those names being members of the Spirit Squad. However, the correct
That's
answer
hilarious.
for this episode's Final Jeopardy is C, who was
Mitch
Mitch.
to play it.
Yep.
And that does it for another episode of Final Jeopardy.
I
I
won.
appreciate you watching. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
all
Blue
of your
Crate.
support. My name is Kevin J. Callis,
Yeah.
and I'll see you
Yeah,
next
yeah.
time.
Man, that was another episode of Wrestling Jeopardy. I think you said this is episode 56. But yo, that was a fun one. That was real fun. I did excellent. And I got the Final Jeopardy, so that means I can put the championship around my shoulder. Because that was a dub. Shout outs to Kevin. Shout outs to Wrestling Trivia. And yo, you already know. Next month, I'll do another one. So yeah, please like, share, subscribe. Like I said, hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Comment, think, and watching me on Twitch as he plays 3. And I'm out. What?